Hola, hola. It's your girl Erika from America. Welcome to the Confidence Chronicles podcast. This podcast is all about helping you stand in who you are. Stop giving a fuck what people think about you. Start standing as your fully expressed self. As you are, as is, there is no filter needed. You are fucking awesome, and I am here to remind you. I'm a confidence coach, and I'm a bold stand for confidence, and I cannot wait to dig into today's episode with you. Hello, my love. Welcome to the Confidence Feels Like Shit audiobook sneak peek series. So in the next coming episodes, I'm going to be sharing with you snippets of my audiobook. If you love this podcast, which you listen to, you are going to love the audiobook. It is 6 hours of me going off script, swearing, saying all the things in order for you to rebuild your self-confidence, own who you are, claim your throne like the queen that you is, all the things. So I hope you enjoy this. It is Confidence Feels Like Shit audiobook. Chapter 7, The 5 C's. Courage. Courage is one of the most important parts of creating confidence. It's the thing that gets us through the uncertainty, and it also goes hand in hand with choice. It almost feels like they happen at the same time. The thing about courage is that it doesn't come to you unless you actually do the scary thing. In other words, you don't muster up the courage to do the courageous thing. It doesn't work like that. Instead, the courage comes after you've made the choice to just fucking go for it, regardless of the fear and the unknowing. Just as confidence will not come until you start practicing it. You don't get confidence to be confident. Your courage won't come without you being courageous. So what does it mean to be courageous? This is what courage is. It's when you do something even when you are literally shitting yourself about it. I mean it. Like the new definition of courage should be courage, noun. The feeling of pee dripping down your leg and or skid marks in your undergarments while you're doing something you are super shit scared to do. This is courage. It's pee dripping down your leg and nerves, maybe all the way down to your ankle, and it's butterflies having a freaking dance party in your stomach. It's trips to the toilet to unleash a spiritual poo or 17. You are nervous, you're scared, you're freaking out, but you move forward anyway. You remember my story about wanting to do the TED Talk, right? How clammy my hands would be, how nervous I'll be stepping onto that stage? That's it. I mean, intellectually, I know that courage will not just instantly come to me the moment I walk on stage. But I also know that I need to act, to apply, to go for it, to stand on that little red rug, even though I'm scared, especially because I'm scared. Courage is all about you taking action despite the fear. It's about moving forward and making progress while you are simultaneously shitting yourself. So much fun, right? Sometimes it can feel like courage is jumping off the cliff of indecision with no wings, with no parachute, and no plan B. You walk to the edge of the cliff on shaky legs, looking down, wondering what the hell will happen if you actually jump. If you stay perched on the edge for too long, you'll either shit yourself or talk yourself out of it. So you jump. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. You're screaming as you fall, wondering if you're crazy for jumping, hoping that you grow wings before you hit the bottom. Can a human even grow wings? Is it possible? Am I nuts? I have no parachute. I have no wings. I have no safety net. But I believe my wings can come. I believe that I won't fall. I believe that I can do this. And then all of a sudden, because you have that epic self-belief, and because you burned all the boats, you backed yourself and you jumped, you fucking grow wings right before you hit the bottom. That's what courage is. You don't come crashing down, you fucking grow wings. This is obviously metaphorical. Please don't go jumping off any cliffs, ladies. As far as I'm aware, doctors haven't discovered any secret wing chambers in our spines. But it's a powerful reminder that creating courage means truly backing yourself 100%. For instance, this is how I felt when I quit my job at the worst possible time for my family from a financial perspective. It was a big risk to leave secure employment so I could launch my business as a confidence coach. As I mentioned, I was responsible about it. I transferred some styling clients to my new business, and I had some side income coming in. But I didn't try to start my business while still working full-time. I quit right away. And I didn't wait 12 months so I could build up some savings. I had no financial safety net. And that gave me the determination, the motivation, and the drive to make this work at all cost. I poured my heart and soul into this business because I knew that I could change lives if I could just make this business work and find my tribe. When you're doing something new, you're supposed to be nervous. You're supposed to be scared. You're supposed to be wondering if you're going to be okay or if this is the right thing to do. If you're someone who identifies as a control freak, it's even scarier for you because courage is all about stepping into the unknown. It's like walking in the dark and not knowing what the end result will be. You can't ever know for sure what will happen, but if you don't stand in courage and if you don't give it a chance, you risk not knowing what could have been either. The magic of surrender. Most of the time when we're doing something that makes us really scared or nervous, our natural instinct is to just reject the unknown. That magical place where all the great things happen, but where we don't always control how things unfold. I want to share a visual exercise with you to help you imagine what courage looks like. Imagine you're walking across a field through a thick fog. It's hard to see anything below your ankles, and you can barely see 2 steps ahead of you. You really want to get to the other side of the field, but to do so, you have to surrender to the unknown. You literally have no idea what lies in front of you. Poisonous snakes? Maybe. Fallen logs and tree branches? Possibly. A clear, flat path, free of any tripping hazards? Could be. You're freaked out because you literally can't see shit. I can already hear the control freak saying, No, Erika. You've got to be kidding. How will I walk if I can't see my next steps? What if I trip on something? What if I get hurt? I get it. It's scary. But it can also be magical, exhilarating, and life-changing. This is the unknown. And courage is all about embracing and surrendering fully to that which we don't always know. Here's the thing. You can't know what lies 10 steps ahead, or even 2 steps ahead. You actually don't get the privilege of knowing any of that until you start walking. When you commit to walking with courage, you don't know exactly what's going to happen. All you know is that you made the choice, the decision in step 1. And now you've got to muster up the courage to go forward into the thick fog without seeing the whole picture. You commit to moving forward and just taking the next step without having an overview of exactly how every single step will look or an inventory of every single thing that you may or may not come across while you're walking. Sometimes you won't even know if you're actually on the right path. So you have 2 choices. You can play it safe and stall. Stay put exactly where you are, worrying about how much fog there is and how many risks lie ahead. You can then choose not to make a move because you'd rather live with the known parameters of the tiny 2 feet square space you currently occupy, even if you're not all that happy there. Or you can accept the fact that you can't see very well, that you might trip on a rock or fall into a ditch, but at least you'll be moving, slowly, carefully, with awareness of upcoming hazards, but without letting fear of potential problems stop you in your tracks. You can pre-plan and work it out in advance as much as you can, but with courage, there comes a time when you actually need to surrender. There's no secure and safe GPS map that guarantees you won't trip over in the fog. You just have to move. You have to walk. You need to do this scary unknown thing. How? You put 1 foot in front of the other. Once you take the first step, you start to notice that a few more steps become visible. How much? A little bit. That's all. Okay, if you want to hear more, head to thequeenofconfidence.com, click on Order My Book. You can download the audiobook version right now. It also comes with an accompanying PDF. So you've got literally the notes that are inside of the book in this free PDF. You've got the practice of confidence. You can write, you can print it, you can get to working on creating your confidence now. It is also available on Audible if you use Audible, or you can head to the website, queenofconfidence.com, click on Audiobook, and you can listen to the audiobook. Thank you so much for listening. I so appreciate your ears, your time, your energy, and your attention. Please do me a favor and head over to Apple iTunes, subscribe so that you don't miss an episode. Share this episode with a sister who you know needs to hear it. And if you feel called to, leave me a review. I'd love to know what you think about the podcast. I'd love to know how this information is helping you change your world. Thank you so much for being here. I know that there are many podcasts you could listen to, and I really appreciate you listening to mine. Have a gorgeous week, honey.